People grieve in all sorts of ways. Some people deny what is happening and refuse to move on. Some people reflect on pleasant and joyful memories. Some people cry and mourn the end of something beautiful. And I lick Nintendo Switch cartridges. Today is April Fool's Day, and I can assure you, the only fool here is me. This is not a bit, this is not a prank. Today, I will be licking a Nintendo Switch cartridge and starting my own weird grieving process as we celebrate the end of the Nintendo Switch. Tomorrow, Nintendo will be releasing their first Switch 2 Direct, and thus the segue from one era to the other will, in a sense, more formally begin. At least it will, in my opinion. Some will opt to wait a little bit longer to start their farewells. Others have already begun saying goodbye as soon as the Switch 2 was even announced. Regardless, this tongue, blah, will be meeting this cartridge, and I'm sure you guys are dying to see what my reaction will be. I hope. Or you're concerned about me. I'm a little concerned about me, honestly. Out of my many Nintendo Switch cartridges, I decided to let my dear friend and butler and employee, Cap, pick the one that would be our tasting sample of the day. And he picked Fire Emblem Three Houses. Really? Really? I really like this game. It's my favorite Fire Emblem. I mean, I guess it could be worse. I could be forced to lick a game I don't even like. I hope I don't accidentally destroy it with my dragon drool. You think Nintendo accounts for stuff like that? The reason that Cap picked this game for me is, and I quote, "Didn't you like some of the men from this game?" To which I must correct him. No. While I did like them in the sense of particular characters being interesting takes on Fire Emblem archetypes, usually involving some sort of trope twist, like Dimitri starting out as your average Fire Emblem lord before losing his marbles, for instance. If there was a character that I had a crush on in this game, it was 100%, without doubt, the bisexual icon Shamir. Wait, what? You're telling me I can't romance her as a Lady Byleth? Well, I can in my heart, and that's what matters. Anyways, I guess I'm licking Fire Emblem Three Houses. But before we do this, and no, I'm not stalling much, indulge me for a moment while I talk about my experience with the Nintendo Switch. I talked in my Why I Love Splatoon video about when I got my Switch. It was late 2018, I was in a very bad mental place, lots of bad stuff was happening in my life, and I just wanted something good to cling on to. I think, in hindsight, that decision was just genuinely such a good one. I got to jump into various series that I really hadn't gotten a chance to play in a while, or even play before, and I found a lot of really great games. My first Switch game was, to no one's surprise, Starlink Battle for Atlas. I played through all of it, DLC included when that came out a bit later. Given that it was the closest thing we Star Fox fans got to having a Star Fox on Switch, it was, of course, a motivator for me to get a Switch in the first place, and it just happened to come out at a time that I really needed it to. However, my most played game for the Switch was, again, to no one's surprise, Splatoon 3. I already made a video about why I love Splatoon, go check it out if you haven't, but this game in particular was just such a delight to play through, and it continues to brighten my life tremendously with its charm and positive vibes. I think no one can deny that the Switch has been such a titan since its launch. I feel like it had legitimately such a great library, and its portability lent it to being just a heckin' great system. It genuinely was such a game changer for the gaming industry. While its later years proved that it wasn't graphically up to snuff for some of the games that were being ported onto it, I do feel like the Switch will remain a bright and cheery note in Nintendo's history. I think we'll all look back and be pretty fond of it. Though, not before the internet does a classic turnaround on it for a couple of years after the Switch's era ends. They're gonna start making those posts, I can just see it now. You know the ones I'm talking about. Okay, now that the Switch is done, is it okay to admit that it was mid at best? Or, we can say the Switch sucked now, right? LOL. You know how things are these days. We can't have anything good without someone shoving it down our throats, trying to tell us how bad it actually was. The Switch was honestly a great system, and I hope that its successor just continues to build off of how amazing it was, while definitely addressing its shortcomings. I don't think I could ask much more than that from Nintendo, honestly, other than, you know, a Star Fox Adventures remake. Please? I think in the future, I would really like to do a video just going over my top Switch games, you know, since we're bidding this era farewell and all. Let me know if you'd be interested in that in the future. And now, for the moment of truth. It's time to lick Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I'm very sure is probably a sentence that has never been uttered before. At least not often. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous about this. Who is out there mowing so loudly? It's 9 p.m. Hello? So I have it in my hand. And which part do I lick? Surely I don't lick the important looking chip part, right? Surely not, right? Right? I mean, I don't want to break it. I'd like to replay this game someday. It was really good. I like the DLC a lot too. Do I lick the picture of the game? All right, I could lick the back of it above the chip part, maybe? I'm gonna open my bottle really quick. I'm scared. Before I filmed this, I was told that the bitterant was changed over the years, and so the older the game, the worse it tastes, or something like that. When I was talking to a friend, they told me that Three Houses tastes really bad, but Engage tastes better, which is a crazy sentence, I feel like, to say. Enough stalling, Amalia, enough stalling. It's time to lick. It's time to licky lick. I'm scared. Brave dragon, brave dragon. It can't be worse than Bean Boozle. Or can it? I just need to be careful that I don't lick the important looking chip part. I'm gonna lick the Nintendo logo. I'm gonna establish dominance. I just need to aim my tongue so carefully right now. That is pretty bad. That's pretty bitter. I feel like it reminds me of something. I feel like I don't usually lick things that shouldn't be licked, but it reminds me of something. It definitely has a taste that persists in your mouth. It's not fantastic. I'll tell you that right now. It's not fantastic. I thought it'd be worse, but I didn't think it'd be great. And this is definitely not great. I could lick it again. I don't want to, but I could lick it again. Oh wow, the taste really does persist. That's kind of impressive. I'm sorry, Fire Emblem. I feel like I owe you an apology for licking you. Yeah, that could be better. That could be better. That could be worse. It could be a lot better though. All right, hear me out. I just remembered that I have a copy of Fire Emblem Engage right here. So what if we test the theory that the bitterant got less bitter the newer the game is? That's what my friend told me. My friend would never lie to me. I think. I guess we're about to find out. Fire Emblem Engage, prepare to be licked. Yeah, I'm owning it. I'm establishing dominance. All right, licky licky. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Before my tongue even left it, it was just like, oh, no. We did something wrong, Amalia. That's what my tongue said to my brain. Oh, that's not good. Do you think because it's newer, it's a newer game, maybe the bitterant hasn't degraded? That was really foul. I mean, this kind of thing is subjective, I guess, but holy moly, that tastes bad. Do you think it tastes worse because it's a worse game? Three Houses tastes not great. But that tasted bad. Thank you for watching, whatever the heck that was. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more dragons. Never mind. I'm not licking any more cartridges. I've learned my lesson. Take care of yourselves out there. And don't lick any Nintendo Switch cartridges. I learned.